Bafethu, welcome to Couching Elokshin. Today on the show, I'm with Ibozayam, my friend, my childhood friend, and also the engineer that I work with. Yeah, but this is ZP. Yeah, ZP is one of the biggest gurus when it comes to engineering. Apa in Cape Town, Ikasi. So as I said, at least we start this to ZP. Welcome to the show, my friend, my nigga. Yeah, so we'll give you the platform and then we'll take it from there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So from Nangatavio, this is ZP.
Yeah.
As she has already said, it goes fair platform, but man, this is beautiful. Again, I the previous podcast, like the previous episodes, really powerful. So shout out. But otherwise, I was ZP engineer, musical artist. I would like to say I'm an entrepreneur as well, because I'm very passionate about the eventing, the youth development. An activist as well. But yeah, man, and that's man, should I take it back to your upbringing? Because we can go deep.
Yeah. All day. Today, I think man is cool, man. Next Gucci shades. Yeah, but man is cool.
You must know.
So in the end, for me, I know your story. So like, I know, Bana, how can I tell you where to start so that so I should think we can start from a primary school, Elokshin, and then we take it from there.
Okay. And I think Elokshin is actually perfect because that's where the first love for music started. Let's turn up same as so primary and DJ, the DJ house.
Sure. Yeah.
And he made time business F-boy.
Okay.
As a spin go over body because I was so easy, easy.
Okay.
So I was like, man, take last F-boy and be ZP. Okay. So that's where the name came from. But the DJ, good disco, Valentine, London,
okay.
Yeah, but grade 7. Then I high school. That's when I met good homie of mine who was like same fate in Bali poetry. Man. Yes, Bali class no shit. And it's funny how life works because same week, the weekend, they invite to open mic. Amanda say backyard crew. Now they say kumbula na backyard crew.
Yeah.
Sure, the culture. So I'm like, let me pull up. Joe, except I pull up. I'm like, except. Lama man performance ngoma basirecordile. Basirecordile. Okay, so le way yenzeka. You must record ngoma, us perform because when you're young, man, you naive. So I was like, okay. And then that's where I was like, okay, in that rap. From the show, I was like, in that rap. And then I lose record I'm virtual. Zamuzama abantu bandirecordisa, khona ufuna urecordisa, and then that's where I was like, okay, cool man, ifunde lewe ndizenzele lewe because anqanye ucela mos. Ngike bandispushela ngokwami. But I think 2012 yeah, grade 10, that's where it really took off when I was 16 because that's where I started dropping umculo serious. Spanish Odyssey, and recorder nje, ngibona za headphones. So when the mics gaming, thatha la window ikokotela na iqhaqha susi plastic, the fuck sponge, connect la way straight to a tower, straight to Odyssey. And that's where I started recording. Record instrumentals on Nicki Minaj, instrumentals of Snoop Dogg, and I started making the rounds like hello. It's what as why there's called to Creek God. There's also Orlandoza or Classic.
Okay.
There was 9 Ether.
Okay.
But you won't like 2012. Then moving on
because of Kanene when you lived, you lived.
So Simo.
Okay, so La Machita.
So were you also part of the crew?
Nah. As band the situation, I was always like alone. I was always like riding solo. So that's so depend akuwe ngoba isenda perform kusengomeni nawe kanti kufuneka ngirecordile kufuneka like that's moving. But nani close to classic usasifunda some high school A1. So classic in the street to cycle, I'm in the street to some.
So you can say kodwa like in 90 that they were your childhood friends.
Big facts. Because saqala ngamachi sasami cipher Z1. And abanye abantu bebecinga ni 9 ether but I never was. Yabona wena.
Baphelela kodwa
I mean, Greek is still active. He's doing the most. There's quite a few guys from there that are doing the most, but group as a whole kind of died out, and I think Iingqondi became but cooler, as you grow.
Was there that thing, but later,
A founder, we might say. A founder or...
I wouldn't say so, but I think that's quite strong personalities within a group. Like Usimo was definitely a strong personality within the group. Like Usimo was always like the one hustling. Then there were the quiet ones, but it was still like beast. Like Greek God was always quiet. But you knew when it came to like the art itself, Greek was like the lead. In terms of his skill. For me. But yeah, fast forward from that, I think 2014, Kakunyanga yetu is what I'm saying. Started going there, started performing there every Friday, and then that's where UZB kind of took off.
So now, apha ke ngoku njebe ubumane trying to fix like headphones and mute, like trying to get a sound. So ebingekafiki into that okay, man, I'm a hip hop artist. Sorry, bingekafiki into bana I'm an engineer. At that time we were just listening bana ndimamele umculo and the hip hop artist.
Sure.
So I didn't
but also I was very competitive. So that time umamela imazi ke culture like isiphaza, the time isiphaza sasibro. So ikhona into sokatong Empire, a sightseeing. This nigga quality I was clean, I was famous for that. Every 2V. Hey, Rotman, Talebs were always busy because it was hard at the time. So you need to light week about week, because then week as cut. Week about week light and as cut side. So that kind of triggered me. So like enter career, okay.
So Talebs I know them.
Engineer. Engineer and the producer.
What's a course?
What's a culture sightseeing?
Okay.
So the female.
Okay.
Yeah, so the female sightseeing.
Shout out to Kylie.
Sure.
Shout out to
I like to say sing slow, but we'll get back to it. But I like to say sing slow, some in the culture because he open mic in the Kylie, but we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Olebza, he's the benchmark for equality. So I have to get the level So I'm a Mela and mixing those and reference. We started doing that, and then that's how the quality started getting better. Because each song, even though I don't record them, but each song then the reference, the qualities are much it. That was a setting a master ratio. But I think the quality where I started like Loitita about being that
Zef, like sorry for at that time I'm trying to figure out in fact to something because of like Tina still say youth, but I'm trying to think that at your time is a primary school internet was not that strong or something. How did you why fumana access you fumana Fruity Loops like ungene world yokubana it's like when you know who you are, when it's like when you Frank Lucas ku American Gangster wakata a middleman out. You got tired of listening to music. Waqomba hayi man come man can solve kwa sound le color. So I'm trying to find out bana where did you get the access of saying oh man fruit before I rap let me first fix this.
I think in the Balekle is that grade 7 Dangali is second-hand laptop OLED. I think that also played a major role but decided to turn gold. Because my laptop, they don't for no game. But I realized the laptop is not strong enough for games. And grade 7, I'm out on the phone now in a laptop. So you're out there, you know, FL.
Okay.
And it's just like on. I'm like, exactly, look away. It's like simple trumpet, like do. Yeah,
was older than you or your age?
Same, grade 7. So I was like, there's a just with the laptop. I'm like, okay. I pina introduce her virtual.
Like, the same nigga.
Same nigga.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, my booty come like.
Exactly.
So I was like,
my booty is gods, my nigga. My booty is gods.
So I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah, well, so I think that's also where, like, to answer your question, by like that's what triggered that interest in tool, especially production.
I think you guys have one thing in common.
Sure.
He's also a self-taught editor, director.
Fine.
And,
fine. And also, like, when you're self-taught, like,
YouTube
played a major role also in development, because whenever ndiqakwa away, I always go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yabo xa sesigela ndibixesha okay bounce kanje be-MP3 because odesita engakwazi ubounce is MP3 at the time bounce just the wave. It's almost like you have to crack it ufake i-crack ukuze be-MP3 but zonke ezowena sifuna like off the net myself. But yeah, so the spaza age came and gone 2014 nyanga yethu nikhila shows pha dibana noSiba N.
Hey, that's again like now so now same like ukulenda ku-engineering or whatever, so phela ke uyofikelela eZulani Center inyanga East
apho dibana noSiba N.
Alright, shout out to Siba N.
I'm record out.
Hopefully siyayifuna na interview
Sure.
yakhe. Bofu it's not an interview, it's podcast. Siyahlala
Elokshin, Elokshin.
You want you, yeah.
Yeah, he's around. Yeah, he's around. I think he's not pushing as much kumazik, but you know like umculo sisigulo so phana pha story.
Yeah. Umculo sisigulo futhi. Awuna choice.
Yeah, no choice.
Awubina. Yeah,
so,
anyways.
Dibana no Sibayeni, uSibabalu 2013 actually.
Oh, Usibayeni aka.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Sibayeni.
No, like so abantu akwazi pronounce igama lakhe man. So MC always asikwazi ukuthi Sibayeni so Sibayeni. So gezela lo.
Okay.
But yeah, meet home 2013 first song with Joe Iingqondi. That's the first song we ever recorded. First song. First song we ever
Khona wena pha.
2013 yeah, recorded on Jim.
I think that's his biggest hit.
Yeah.
Yafika na Metro masne?
Yeah, fine. No,
When we are young, but was there.
Hey, we've been doing gangster shit for a long time.
Hey, lo mntu lona. Hey, kudala wabakhona mos lo mntu lona.
2013 yachumhlaba la wethu like I'm talking like Khayelitsha, I'm talking like Nyanga.
Langoma.
And yazazi ngoma zesiphaza at the time umhlaba la wethu.
So uZev la way ikhona la line kaZola 7 uZola. There's a song kaZola endincanywayo I wanna shine in the dark like the stars ebusuku. Thando lungaka nigcwele. Yeah, so there's a line athi umshoza noMzambia kwi-music industry ngobhuti nosisi kum but bona ngaba abandibiza bro. So what I'm trying to say is uZev uNcinzo. So, because I'm trying to find out and yavuya mos yeah.
Nah, that song really went off, Joe. But I think after uNcinzo sabetha uKhanya wayirecorda phezu kwenye instrumental The Soil.
Yeah.
And it was a real story about uKhanya Dunjane because she was she was sexually assaulted by his stepfather Saki for some time.
Okay.
And waxelela story sakhe kuSiba, then uSiba was able to turn that to a story or to a song. That's why ingoma was a story skaKhanya.
So now it became a success.
That also took off, Joe. And I think that's when Usiba N became Usiba N because uNcinzo was nice, it was playful. He trained, he like Spanish song, but uKhanya as well, like he put out like a pen game yakhe, and even quality at the time like.
So you're the one that's been recording Usiba N
that time from 2013 to like 2016.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like we're almost like big brother, small brother type vibes. Yeah. That happens. Ichumhlaba. 2015. I'm brand. I'm cool as UZB. Like on Astro were the shit at the time. On Tiro were the shit at the time. Wherever they at, we they all movie. Like say Platinum Lounge, say Chica Lounge, Choco Hop. Kakones Choco Hop Skali. Born in like kumle Skali in NY6. Marking show like one. Imala yeko, but in terms of the hype, like one with the shit. Also, that 2015 is also when I met Supreme Swang. And another important detail about the Supreme Swang, when I met the Supreme Swang through Ntiro, they were doing a boom bap.
Okay.
And I told these niggas, I'm like, hey Owens, they born at the inside, but I'm the trap almost. And I'm like, let's trap. Yeah, well. Then they did the first song, and the song Yabo Yukalak Trap was Swag or something, but they had like a cliche name. That shit took off, Joe.
Okay.
And that's what birthed Supreme Swang. After that, Supreme Swang is just Sabeta no Fear remix with Bona, no Azor took off. Yeah, well, And then I think 2016 is when they dropped to War. Then Supreme Song really was the shit 2016.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm cool up. But I'm just saying, like, I've always been that guy, man, that like always opened my arms to Amachita, man.
Yeah.
Like say Machita Maspanian. Because now I feel like there's power in collaboration.
Yeah.
Especially with the young cats, because they have the fire. The more cooler, the more fear. The more cooler, the more calculated. But the young guns don't think. Bad to bull. But instinct. And it's something that Utira got right. Utira, what he's been doing for all his years, he always goes back to the youth. He always goes back to what's popping in the streets. Same with Ricky, same with Kanye. And now it wasn't even like strategic, but like in the I'm always drawn to the kids. Like say, okay, sure. Let me pull up on this level now.
So when you say you were an activist, you
Sure.
meaning based on
The
culture?
Yeah. So I'd say I'm an activist of the art. But naleya when I get into that Iingqondi, because that's where I really got into la role of activist. So at this time I realized by la
You
power.
want to say culture, don't talk about college. Like,
Yeah, no, I get it. But when I call and funny claim at that time, because at that time now I was still learning the game. Just so I understand the way about activism, city activism, go send him dial like literally like 2 years back. Like shit, actually when I look back, like we citizens I go one com. Any platform in here where it puts guys on open mic every Friday, you perform for the first time, it links you to a Red Bull, it gives you opportunities when you fly in the States, it gives you opportunities to and it's very underground because we commercial.
Yeah.
Like in Yanga year too, we had crowds of like 400, 500 every Friday, but no one would make noise about that shit. The city of Cape Town knew. All those niggas knew bike says Abila by Nyanga, but commercial.
No one was publishing.
No one was talking about this shit. You get the big guns coming every now and then. Your Reddit D's, your KEs would come to a competition. Or Rafest now, they knew they were very vital now. Nyanga year to Rafest, you know what I'm saying? Nyanga year to now wasn't really a part of it, like as a team, yeah, but I was just the artist and performed. Anyway,
sorry
yeah.
for I think in the I don't want to be the one I think that is the problem. That's what's happening here in Cape Town, whereby is like it's things we are going through, whereby music is not being pushed out there, but for me, then again, I think it's time for us to do is in the way because
cut the middleman out.
Of course.
cut the middleman out. The tools fit. Like even now, how we doing now? Let's stop complaining. Fit. We should stop with complaints. Fit. Shy we are.
Yeah.
But
Everyone's power is within themselves.
Get back to
And everyone's biggest threat is within themselves. Anyway, yeah, so 2016,
2022.
since you
Oh, 2016.
Oh yeah, nyanga yetu yapuma whatever. 2016 ke ngoku. Oh, actually I'm moving too fast. 2015 also is when I went to CPUT, Statistic Public Management, not Bantanda, before parents. Like sawuzofunelwa umculo blah blah blah. Dayizama la we the flop 2015 because can't see esgela isitawa ndibala ne-artist uqoqa endleleni yabola we that's where the game is at most isitawa yabola ndibala ne-promote and things so mna focus kumculo and uyofuna xa ngifika ecampusini ndiye lab uqala be busy internet download beats kanye whatever bukela documentary phela flop 2015 ndiye edladleni kusendifelile ngifuna ufuna lewe sound okay ufuna lewe yakho uzibonela out
high school.
CPUT 2015 first year yabo. Hey!
What did you enroll for?
Public management.
Public management.
Yeah. Hey, asifika hapa 2016 ngwane drop out 2015 anamali to apply scale. Yabona we. Like yeah, but things are forced. Ke la ke khona igig nasifuma nayo nakwazi ubhatala registration fee. Yabo. Wona ngaphakathi unganamali encwadi. Ndafunda i6 months anamali encwadi. Yabo. And by this time ndiyabizwa iprincipal ba itsemfethu isidlulile 6 months itsini we yakho. Time mfethu phala so war yabo fonele time because time la ngincede register time nayo lecwebe because i-fees up was like 80k ngonyaka. Anyway ndiskipileyo 2015 is also that time ndidropa out because ndidropa out ngo-October 2015. A week later after ndigqiba uxelele uLethi uba ndidrope out ndafumana i-call uba ikusewubhikiwe uba uye States.
Singxama kaloku but ngifuna ukuthi singxama
Kaloku 2015 kaloku.
Ushiyethana benzafune because I know the story but maybe I thought like buzangena in a way so I went to Nyanga East. Nyanga East was also the reason
Big facts
for me to get the opportunity to go to
No lie.
New York. So benzimfana but anyways
No lie, yeah. No lie. And that's why like I feel like because there's like Nyanga na ilibala but I've always been like I feel like I'm a true Cape Town nigga because I cook as in family kuya, cook as ngahlalanga for some time, even go school, sightsee whatever, Nyanga na yabo. Yeah, but yaphela senzeka lo yesama sa States, but the States aphela sisiya 2016 July. So xa ndibuye States nabuya nebag yabo. Thatha yonke la bag ndifaka kwi-fees ndabhatala incwadi nethina. But it wasn't enough because as I said the fees were like 80 blocks. Akho support edladleni. Edladleni nikwa nje imali ye-toiletries. Phela ngixothwa apha jo August nithi ndibuye July.
Esigela.
Phika nene? ASE, Academy of Sound Engineering. Shout out to Academy of Sound Engineering.
Yabo.
Phela ngixothwa jo. I'm like
because of
fees.
Because of
fees. Yeah. And it's kaloku ndibuye States ndabhatala incwadi, ndabhatala nje noba like it wasn't like a lot of money layifumana by States man. Incwadi was like 7 block, then ngeshekile imali ndabhatala like fees. It didn't do anything.
Was there something, did you grasp something like la period wawupha?
I was fucking depressed.
Something that why graspa you out of la.
Depressed how?
I was depressed, but just scared jo.
Like him uphouse States.
Oh, you're talking about the States?
Yeah.
Okay, so States.
They do la fast like
Yeah.
Ndiyayazi i-viewers kuzawuthiwa umaphudiya akathetha whereas I know the story. Hayi la nto kaloku ndidla ngothi bafethu ubana sanujonga ibe ngathi kuba
ingozi
uyayazi
You cannot run through Leah.
That's New York, baby.
Fly from Cape Town, Josie.
We are in New York. Out.
Walenda JFK. Imali kwenza kanjani ngathini? Yavela wasearch
la way as States ivela ngokuba at the time noSiba sasenosipana noSiba sasipane Red Bull, so Siba used to get the studio sessions at Red Bull for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you were on floppy side 2015 kona ngayesigela nansi Red Bull. Fika past the banana yimede idlala iviolin ku Freshly Ground Kyla Rose. Kyla Rose is like, hey guys, kudala kuthethwa ngawe Siba from inyanga yethu. Uthe mandibane nawe, you have i-database ye-artists asenyanga, ndifuna nje i-artists ezi-12 sibeke program yami zosipana ne-artists ezi-12 zase-New York, and then we're going to pick like the best artists blah blah blah. But akutshuba so States, we're just going to pick the best artists ku record ingoma blah blah blah.
Oh,
asikayazi that time
that
time akathethwa ba access uzoya pha kanye.
So nina nje ndisa dancer and doing activities as for up eZolani Center yabo.
Okay iphela isenzeka liwethu senze le programs record umculo. What they wanted was the live sounds salapikazo, so like amaphela, people shouting about things sayo, then sisamplishe la ukwenza maziki. So we did number la program was like 12 weeks 3 months siyenze le way kuthi cwaka. Then the next year phela kuthiwa sifumane email bayi guys so phela sipika abantu abayi3 by States blah 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 into maniyenzina bhala ni motivational letter, but sizopika also in regarding like i-standards somculo means lane attendance yenu because khona abantu bebethatha serious nawe bakhona bebengayithatha serious yabo. Lebhala cover letter phela nipikwa olohlobo, and then into sasiyoyenza i-States sasiyoperforma la mculo sa recordayo yabo through la program yabo. Phela sisiye States, very dope experience Joe. We rehearsed 10 days, but we rehearsed like every day. I remember the first like ufika kwethu safika ngo7 ekuseni pha yabo, salawuna late airport ngo9 because we ngasilindelanga xa flight ethu yakhawuleza. Bafika basithatha, the first thing we did jo sasiyobukela enye show ye-youth yayi documentary ka-MTV base. Ulutsha laza lithetha ngantoni but la way yayino Kolkati yayino esikhathi zokharakara yayino KO 2014.
So when I date Kukarakara, fresh. You flying to New York, my nigga.
Sure, 2016, yeah. It's crazy because in like 2016 also Umeza, what dropper Malikon and Dipa.
Malikon.
And it fucked me up, Joe. Yeah, sir.
Ukuma ungabe
Anyway, yeah, well, yeah, man. Siphele sifika pasa rehearse most of the time. We only had one day, like a day before Siviba to be free. So as much as it was a nice experience, but can't
there's
experience
nothing
in
to
New York because
balisa.
Sasi were always like rehearsals. I remember I actually looked at young 7 next year and it's just Tata subway, a train.
Yeah.
That's the fastest transport because there's always traffic in New York.
Yeah.
So you take a subway, Tata subway. But as we are back apartment yetu, as we are go to and we wouldn't realize it's as like us junge like Wi-Fi whatever. Like exact Woodley.
So there was no chance for Bandi challenge you can challenge to Woodin, one penny relax and sell one team, none of that.
Like us here when I call if like cause I Bronx, yeah, but which is like the roughest area in New York. But now Paya is Span went there to go meet other niggas, Capello go freestyle.
So as gas but the most dangerous on the chose would a conversation is an app and says tower.
No, go rough.
But what was
Go rough. Saya Bronx, yeah, Bolaway, and there was like a Makandle with like flowers. No, was 3 or 4. And that nigga is like, yeah, Bonga Band just died like 4 weeks ago, but to Julia up. So it's rough, but it's set up in like the roads are fine, like lonely way, it's smooth. But Gabetwan.
Betwana nguyindawo enhle.
Gabetwan. Indawo big grinding ngesena Dlobongela Brooklyn. Brooklyn is like they turned the Brooklyn to like literally Kanile perfect. Because Brooklyn was Yaika but what they did by razor. Sure. So by razor manzi, by razor umbane, so that abantu behlala pha prior bathengise to the white capitalist. Which is same thing yenziwe uStock neSalt River. They're raising.
You can't in fact.
Yeah.
When they see your ugly ass, your black ass, they're gonna raise is return us. But for a white person is
So they did that to Brooklyn. So Brooklyn is like a suburb, and it's mostly white people. But yeah, Bronx to is rough. So I only went to a Bronx, New York, Brooklyn, Manhattan, which is like the Kens Bay of New York, I guess.
So like coming back and see violent America.
America
So what I'd like to know like especially Philippine society when it comes to like to ezincane. Xa uhlika itaxini usiza like because umuntu uyazeka uhamba yazeke mosiba hayi le Grootman siyayazi how do kids that wants uncedo to be saved because uyayazi mfethu I'm not saying but informal settlement there's things that going on children being abused raped so they try and find indawo zobalekela
sure
and then now xa befika ku-Bootzev owenza umculo accommodate ngezinto ukwazi automatically mfethu abantwana they see you as a hero because I know that as the experience so I would like to find out but apha ePhilippi since wena because most of the time kaloku ngoku nam ngoku bendingekabikho akuthe xa ndibuya most of the time xa ndijonga uZev ngoku is always ePhilippi yakufana ingathi ngoku uhlala ePhilippi how are kids here
Safana Joe like
when
I
they
got
see
difference
you when they
Safana Joe I got difference like Nyanga Filiza good culture it's the same problems same issues crime high all places fine
okay
fine because it cooks fucked up because it's just that a crime is a cooks fine a crime
yes
hijacking between stand and but there's a shoba na pagoti you know what I'm saying so fine but even like with iwe siyenza apha sayiqala ngo1 com egooks open mics then that's where I was really involved because is open mic specialist make sure by numbers come in make sure the kids come in and would get like kids from 300 to 400 to sports complex every Friday religiously. Come, they perform, they do their thing. Then go Iingqondi yona is different because Iingqondi way yethu. It's registered, non-profit. Come and like kala namajita i4. As a Gox 2 and you go any 2 yalaphe efilize. So that also like really changed my life, and I think that's where the activism in me came alive. Because
now I want us to, because of in the years ago nje ukubuyela
kancane ngesibhale since
that's why sithi ukubuyela nje kancane kwakhona because ndiyayazi nami futhi there's a lot of izinto to tell just like Umjita. So in the years ago wabuya eNew York wabuya apha eGooks waqhubekeka being an engineer ntoni, and then you got a job apha ePhilippi Center. Right, waphangela apha ePhilippi Center
Philippi Village.
Philippi
Village,
yeah.
So what year did you obtain the position up?
This year. But now it's a long story.
Because of into endifuna sisingisele
Because
kwingqondo bana njebe uye waphela uthola le gang wayi up leyo bana okay you the one you gonna go nathi kuzospana uzothini. So sifuna ude sisingisele ude
Manifike njani.
Iyafana kaloku umzekelo DCT kwade kwayofikelela Elokshin Elokshin nifikelele njani. So we're trying to get that so that uze kune information yeNgqondi inside.
I think Iingqondi now what birthed it, man, was iwe sasizenza prior enyanga naseGooks. But the frustration was that even though siyenza the way abantu basiphethe echo basiki M's serious with uCity.
The first people you were gang wayel.
It was the same people at Gooks nasenyanga. These guys were cutting, like, I don't want to say figures, but they were cutting big bags for my M. And what we'd get was like a stipend of like 1.5 every 2 weeks. So in Nyanga, that's 3,000. And you the attraction, you the one bringing the kids.
So that's
conversations.
With whom?
Everyone. And as I work a lot of call, you start seeing when you call up one by say Premier Zotina, May Zotina, Red Bull Zotina. So that's when you realize it get cut on this up. And then also like people will come, counselor will come to you, by Nina. Because there was a lot of fights, even was cooks. I was like, what because Tina Sifumani send up, so that's when you put two and two together, you're like, so yeah, okay now, man, we want to do this shit ourselves. But even with that, at Durban, I was doing events with Durban Tourism, with the Elokshin Records.
I also want to know about how but we'll get to that.
And the call ilano ibangathi mfethu ndiyaqhawula because of besisangena kule information and then using it still there because what I'm interested
was Durban when there's lockdown.
So sifuna
asiformal kakhulu mos. So yeah, awufuna mina kusubuncedisa phatsho like sikhupha sound because isound eninzi sekhona pha phandle. It's just the bass one car. Movement, stress. So yeah, at Durban, a friend of mine who MG, let him record Umjita.
We want Iingqondi first.
Iingqondi first.
Yes.
Mangala apha Durban because naye also led to Iingqondi. So Umjita angibambe kusemfethu phela nibalapha eDurban nento nizokhangela ifamily yami ngapha kwelicala. End up meeting this guy, busy event, ngifuna uqala record label, ngixelele ngawe funuza.
So it's a show.
Yeah, and that's what they sell yakhe, uthi nemali. I'm like, everything iqala eDurban, mfethu nemali uzaba grand. Like, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, let me take the risk. It was in Bukeli flight and and the agreement was bandiya nje for 2 weeks. And ndifike eDurban, okay, saqala lewe equipment ayikathenga.
Because strict is busy.
I can't be quick COVID. This is some real shit. So I get there, first week I record and I'm cheap. First week in the park, this thing is in place, it's like a single news. Ngisetsho mamela man ndifuna ube on. Yabo. Ngitnadwa kanokwazi uba on ndiyapusha Cape Town. Okay, sure. This nigga comes back to me, is like, say, in 2 weeks time, uzayo kutour no Babes no Mampintsha. Babes asanokhupha la album no Elamont. Queen of Ndona. But asanokhupha la album no Elamont. No Mampintsha uzokhupha la Weka Jack. Like, okay, it was the school tours. The day, probably 2 weeks, the day go by suppose basiyapha, because the lockdown, I'll never forget, it was announced on the Thursday, go March, end of March, 23rd, 24, I might be mistaken, 2020. But the day announced away, the next day, I suppose I would tour. But we took it lightly. We like, nah man. Yeah, we were in Iingqondi we. But like, I got to joke, man. We lockdown, yeah, the next morning, yeah, bola waiting and say, Polly, the next morning, Joe call by this girl as value, but you. And then I'm on was move by this own as value. Because I forget roadblocks.
Same time.
So it was like, what the fuck is going on, Joe? And like we got 21 days, guy in 2 weeks at the time.
Yeah, I'm calling at 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So got to Hyman,
but 21.
One got to Hyman, some man call man, I'm pulling jail 2 weeks, and then after that's on. And now I'm like, I'm hurt. I'm like shit, because I'm not supposed to go in the via. I'm paid 2 weeks, yeah.
Yo,
value, you know. The flight is here, and the believe can check out flights safe. Flights aren't available. Yo, penance let's go. Except your mamela ngabe man. Manhlali yabona sisifuna nhlali qha wena into mawuyenze bhatala rent yami because ndinembahla se Cape Town and the rent Cape Town so are Polas
buka nditsotsi kuyo good shot
mega Polas yabo hayi but sipushe and nako pusha Joe it was because as much as Umjita like he had his shortfalls but also COVID fucked everyone up Joe like you COVID
can I ask
sure
if you can
disclose sure
no
kupamuza nkosinathi myani yeah it's like it's no secret uba bensipanisana nomjita everyone knows bensipanisana nomjita nkosinathi mnyandu umjita is in E10 as a construction
okay lo pamuza lo
yeah
but it's also in music
so ngasikhathi nandifika pha he's trying to get into music
okay
yabo because what would happen is Umjita is a top notch. He's part
shout
of
out to
Mr.
Pamuza.
There's the biggest, one of the biggest business forums. He's the head of it. Yeah, well, activate Cape Town, but I go strong in Cape Town. Big at Durban, big at shows. Yeah, so this homie, yeah, man, he's powerful and he hit me up. I was like, bro. Let's go for it because I saw influence like he'd call Utira Poq. He'd call Mampintsha Poq. Just saying he's also the guy that helped Mampintsha get out of the contract just by one call. Yeah, he's always armed. So whenever I'm by Durban, if I no Pamuza, like I can't go anywhere without teaching like especially ngoku ndangiqala ukwaziwa nyani like ngoku because iphele ivula most lockdown phela isihla pha ngoSeptember sizamane sport ke ngosenza za live shows not even no September ngoJune because ngoJune I did iwe in
MTV. So Durban when you had a bodyguard anyway was
24/7
don't lie my nigga
24/7
what
because edlala records waphela registration and you can even google it ujonge owner is past E3 kupamuza nguZP light kapamuza usiphela sibe free. So what would happen is sasiya kwi meetings with your Durban tourism with your councillors apho kulole back and I mean you know me I say my shit like say I'm actually ayikho la Hispanic so it came to a point where this thing was like hey see kumla no VIP wambe no VIP yeah so that was the whole chat yabona and I mean man andiphaphela la wena I'm like say hayi ndasifila
bakhulu bagama
and Umjita was very feared demlazi so whenever like sitwa demlazi to make sure like if I'm see a mall like Hillcrest whatever like Beggars chill like bone sneaky trance baqhuba ama chick that's fine let's sort yabo.
Also there was never the qalu ivamna yonke like story sakho nami
actually his story is more interesting than the United States story
because of kaloku ingxaki uzefenia mfethu nami we talk no Zef kasi se studio pha
andaxelela
we have never went deep.
Besides the entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
it's because it's South African, it's original, it's authentic.
Fine.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
It's not something that's out
Fine.
of our shores.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's relevant.
This real shit is
Sure.
from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry
Yeah.
on, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, ayikabi idela ngokubona, but in your vest went to Durban to do fill up.
Yeah. Okay, ndasikhumbula esa story ndake
Ubhala
ndasive.
kaloku lesikhathi man.
Ngafika.
Awukafiki?
That happened the year before me.
Okay.
Ayingolokwazi ukwenzeka lo nge-lockdown.
Okay.
But uBamuzo was also very influential kula yenzeka pha. Ba ingaphele ngabi success uKesba ngasifumana.
Yeah, ndiyakhumbula mthi Dr.
Yeah, abantu bathetha ngotira but utira
It wasn't Tira.
It wasn't Tira. Yeah.
Xa uringa ii-codes eziso awusami lutho uba kuseka.
Nah.
Family talking, his fam. Akonde.
According like
Kaloku uyayiringa uba iseubhamuzi is actually one of the
it's
best
no
singers
secret.
that
No, it's no secret. It's
But
no
man,
secret.
believe
So
me,
ungayifihli naye. Net
That's why they actually, that's what actually made me phinde ndihlale Durban, because by yena enxalela la way he was showing me influence yakhe ba kusejonga child ba uhamba nami grand. Yeah, so he tell us ba kusiya.
And kakade ukuthi
And even before yena, and even before yena ne-artists zakhe ne-lights zakhe xa yo mfethu besiphaka kwi-fill up sifaka le-time asangena sa-performance song soyi-20. And also if you look at i-chat kaBamuzi, it's not just about being the bully, but it's like there's no way.
udlalela abantu bakhe.
Yeah, but imakancane like there's no way like Jesila pick up. There's umzekelo. A cotton fest will come here.
Yeah.
A can do will come to Cape Town. If maybe Casper says a Yenzi fill up in Cape Town comes here, and then these niggas get like boma 10M. Because that's what happens.
In front of our faces.
You're rocking the daisies, they get 10M easily.
in front of our faces.
From Usiti no provincial. Yelbam. So uBamuzi, if I tag you, there's no way a Joburg cat is gonna come in my home ground and nick with 10. Utira has 10 and Utira. And Utira was like, I'm not has 10.
For sure.
There's umzekelo, like in numbers, there's umzekelo. So ukespa yena njani.
Anikutela.
So that's the fight with uBamuzi. And uBamuzi was like, okay, cool. If niyamnika liwe, masiyitshe nathi. Yabo. If namnika la way, then make sure he books the artists lapha eDurban. Mangaphinda bookisha i-artists zapha.
Bathatha i-bags
You have, because he can do.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Josie Casper, but can do sibona itsotsi ase Josie Joe. The whole time, A49, back with 3 months cup. Like you know leyo Joe. You know what I'm saying? So that's the fight he had, which was justifiable.
But now it goes kulendo, it goes kaloku kulendo ebafethu le sincokola ngayo ngokubana it's been an issue iwe yalapha eCape Town whereby kwathina kaloku mfethu charity starts at home.
We need.
Hence bana I'm not saying what it happened. I know it happened performs into yobana our people first and then which is yabo. But now in the ezeka uyabona izinto ezifana ne-coaching Elokshin there's we get to chill nomuntu i-hour and give you a platform.
Yeah.
Sincokole.
But also Tashir, like let's not also beat around the bush. Like let's state facts. Ikapa, the reason till with the way we are, like Siphetho EDA, let's not even like beat around the bush. Like Siphetho EDA. So EDA like budget, like Kupi Man's arts and culture, it will go to the white niggas.
Yeah, or rocking the daisies as
It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
Music exchange as our way. So Tina asnayo a big pool. Tina asnayo a big pooler that's influential enough to get to nobody 2-3M
We
to
need to bamboozle.
But machite wo
Irens, for instance.
for Obama I'm not DA as a political party. I won't tell you what is my party. But in the end, we can't say like we can't keep on pointing fingers.
That's true.
In fact, we need to do things on our own.
True. I agree, Shir.
Our own.
I agree.
Like when I say charity starts at home, if Tina we want to beat into etile, we need to bana mfethu siqale sibambane Tina siqale sibambane apha eCape Town, like lesihlobo kaZef nam up dihleli kwenye province and I saw something else. We need to bana sibambane, whether it's soccer, whether it's music, whether it's clothes. We need to qale sibambaneni and then go sithi siyapusha, but to get back ku Zef.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm feeling about deep kakhulu.
Yeah.
I'm playing more. But yeah, man, so Durban was a dope experience because I learned the game, pa. I learned the politics, how dirty politics is. Also, I learned the admin side, registration company from Nanjani funding. Also, we were able to uqala program ye hostel where we went to your hostel zonke. So take win. And keep in mind it Durban angene hostel because Iingqondi is pa. Yabo. And it's funny because it's in
But Bomuza ukwazile ungena hostel.
but another thing I don't talk about is Pansam or safety lab nasenyanga yethu. The reason as I shows us senyanga yethu because inyanga yethu had the highest meta rate at the time 2014.
Okay.
Igooks was also like very rough 2015, 2016. And that's why I got all the programs. So we were also mobilizing kids in the roughest townships. Philip.
Yeah.
So that's another skill that I have.
Yeah.
Because the safety lab, not spanning the safety lab before a PV. And the safety lab specializes in gang innovation.
PV as in Philippi Village.
Safety lab specializes in gang innovation. So a PV land house school, before there's a PV, I'm go safety lab. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Can I ask something? It will be a little bit interesting, but unfortunately, nalabo spin but we'll ask a little bit later. Let's get back to this.
But like you came back from it, but ni again no Bamuza.
Yeah, so Opamoza, what happened was, I guess, vision was good, but because of your hunger away since COVID, construction mile, he had no choice now but to but to panic. And panicking kwakhe becinga survival, so becinga like the next bag, becinga imali. So in his head, whatever mali izanayo liwe bambela kum, not taking into consideration by saying nathi nje siphasi she family zethu back. And before it got ugly, I was able to pick up by and upper sizobonana liso. So I decided by say I still want to grow myself and really back home
And
because I was suffering.
COVID in terms of traveling.
Yeah. So I was like, nah, man, man. And I understand like now that COVID yasuka is now starting to move back into the way of construction. And the construction is rough. Yeah, construction is rough.
It's like a taxi game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, construction is rough. So now I was also like, hey, I'm affiliated with Litsotsi. I've been seen with Litsotsi and how it's going back into the way and I'm in address and the Umxhosa tribalism exists. Yabo bila way bensazola lo way but yo la Mxhosa ya papa yo la Mxhosa ya thetha. Because born ezinye besingathethi but not talk cause not cause deceive and but it was ignorance.
Yeah.
Now benthetha nabaye abantu not realizing by bro this nigga is that nigga.
Yeah.
Yabo. Then after hey mfethu yamqonda la I'm like shit. Yabo. And at the time now I was like smoking and unsela cause also the hype like it happened with Pila also as much as like Bamuza is good so ufike me university.
How old is this guy? Bamuza?
Probably in his 40s.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the exact age, but probably.
Mari out grand flex. Some phone in Cape Town masase abazofana influence when it comes to music.
Sure.
When it comes to music.
A major guy in the ANC as well.
Yeah.
Very major in the ANC. But yeah, man, yenzeka lo way at Durban I came back and I think when I came back from Durban I came back beast mode, Joe. I mean, you saw me like I wasn't good. Been shy, been stressed.
Yeah.
I felt like also I took a few steps back because zonke zobe sentence as achieve ngalanyaka can is achieve. Yabola instead I'm back, barely any money. Go rough nasedladleni oledi ne time elahlekelwe zispan. Yo, say life is real, Joe. So I used 2021 to reset. 2021 I locked myself, hlala endlini, started eating now, stopped the smoking shit, slowed down on the booze. And I just focused on bike sales kanjani came in.
Yeah.
Yabo. And that's where Iingqondi came about. Because I didn't dare, it was me and other niggas. And those niggas also played a huge role in recovery. Because when I was down in my lowest, with LSP, Belegalanga, no, Mr. H were the ones that told me, say, bro, we need you, Joe. Like the culture needs you. Yeah. And you're great. Pakam and Chayam. And this is like my first week back. And another thing that's crazy about my first week back at Kapa is the first week since those pairs. That first week, D was like, buyile ngane. I'm like, buyile. Uspairs with UK Kid, no D Koala, no Blake. Yeah.
Oh, you the beat maker.
No, I recorded it. Mixed and mastered. It beat maker.
I want the goma. I want to worry that I
want spares on the mic. Yeah.
You go along so bad, man.
Record the power Black he had to send the verse again, obviously. But like everything else was recorded.
I want to worry the mic.
Especially Pakuguletu to be.
Yeah, Pakutamboy. Send Pakutamboy. Yeah. K Kid pulled through. It's actually Kid that asked for the session, if I'm being honest, because I ain't gonna Kid at first. K Kid pulled through, I better like hook, and the Kid was so nonchalant about it. But initially, Kasi recorder, yeah, you know how it is. Yeah. So, yeah, Kid came through, she was just playing, like, I'm not a person of mine. And so, too, we're like, dog, this is but we could go harder. So njengoba sisayibekile le basagoqa ngokizolo izama uselect BTS bini D arrives late as always the superstar. Sinqokole for like an hour kudlalwa umculo. Then after that
specific.
Yeah.
There's two D's that we know. There's D Mayekane and there's also D Koala. Which D are you talking about?
Koala. Mayekane.
D Mayekane is the Idol finalist.
Yeah. D Mayekane.
What's in Nyanga East?
East as a culture.
That's the TV. Oh wait.
What's in Nyanga East?
Okay, no D Koala Chinese. Yeah, so she pulled up. She after an hour, baby snowballers paid us away, and when she heard la way, she lost it. And I have to commend Uti because Uti unendle.
Yeah.
I won't say Uki the bang I feel that way because they feel, but I think so too at the time we didn't realize how big that song could be until T was like, oh, copy verse, maybe balik dala, PP, and you figure better away.
So you say you say station park.
Okay. This is like. We did Uspairs.
Yeah.
So I came back in June for like 2 weeks before I went back to Durban again. Yeah, because at the time then I was like in Kumbuli family, man flying the bony family. Flying the bony family, I be cooking a gig at December. A few gigs actually at Durban. So I got to spend same time I Durban.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like this is the one. Wabamba Blakey was sending events same time zangalibazise. We actually did 2 songs because khona yenye safa Costa kuyi. But yeah pending again. But anyway, I sent away ku Blakey, mix and mastered, sent it back. I think we did dropped it like 3 or 4 weeks after that and
Yeah.
Full space. But yeah, so going to set up right, dibana netso H no Bele, siqala le Iingqondi. First show yethu yangu March.
Sorry, about Iingqondi. Pause because Iingqondi is very interesting. So now because of people have to realize that like Tina, the musicians around Cape Town, we know how big you are when it comes to music. So now I saw a picture of Youngster with you and Youngster CPT. Can you also tell us, Napaba, what is happening, Pana, with you and Youngsters?
That was also last year, this time, year, December. Youngster, this was shooting video upon already D. And then that's when already D introduced me to Youngster. Like, say, let's also party studio.
Okay.
I was like, oh, we are deep, bro. I'm whatever.
Okay.
So I took a picture, and yeah, that was it. Okay. So it's nothing deep, man. I can't say Youngsters.
Thought maybe une sandla now
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Salute.
But yeah, Youngster is a good friend of already D now. So yeah, that's
okay. Shout out to Youngster. Now that you're singing, the story of it was DBs are 90 foot.
Iingqondi, yeah.
Iyafana ne Elokshin Records, Elokshin, Elokshin. So because it's kind of like a local event. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I don't want to say event, but yeah. So
get that line up.
I was here. That's squash that Mamela
and that cheese. That's Trisha.
Today, Uzef now. Who do you think when Owakupa will line up? Because I was
waiting
for you. I was rooting for you.
I for one, I'm sorry about you. I didn't even
Kaloku, the reason I bring it up, you guys were like the pioneers. I remember when I came to books,
You know, in the Powerful the podcast, that hour you get to know Umdu. That's what's happening with Cole. He's getting to know you. That's why.
What you mean?
We are bad, but like it's getting
no,
to
but
know
now
him.
station park with
I know but the information about New York. He doesn't know. So that's why the situation today there's way for we're getting a chance for to so we
okay, actually before Iingqondi Tashira is Satete.
Hayi,
okay.
Basiye mfethu. Masiye office 2 hours.
Ilaluza ubuya kwami also eDurban lapha ndabuya nesipaneleli safety lab, and the safety lab, then the aim of it was bandi ndenzele wesiyenza with Iingqondi nabo again.
Okay.
Yabo. But ke ungayenzeka bayifumana funding, so bensenza gang research, so bezingena kuma Easter refer senze surveys. Mitchell's Plain, all the fucked up spaces, men and back, like sorry. So we did that, right? And then go in the midst of that, the CEO yalapo Bushra.
Oh, there's a CEO of this building.
Yeah, okay. Bushra, very lovely lady.
She's a white lady, Indian.
Indian.
Okay.
Bushra, it's like say, yabona manyune energy till yakho alimxelelani impassion yami ngumculo. For real. Izaqasha usipanele mina mfethu. So kwakhe istudio.
Ubone phi?
So Fridays
before that. So safety lab, the common and Spanish sense gang.
Okay.
Don't know. Is also security lab, manager is safety lab.
Okay.
Yeah. So because a PV client, I mean, see up high Espana, April Street, safety lab office to for like so stebana pa, snogole pa. Like now man, so around this kangone ayachom kalo. But the police act. So the way Espana, I tell to like. Born years before, yeah. So that's how it came about, and it's very important also. Like Jay, I don't like giving advice, but it's important in the present the way you look, the way you smell, like you like born because it was just a conversation and
image sells.
Yeah.
At the very same time, let's undo how you carry yourself,
yeah.
how you articulate
yourself.
Yeah.
Because from that conversation, she was like, "I'm an energy." But anyway, elab senza le gang research ongelona kukhona incwadi izophuma jo about amajoni azileyo during the COVID, like during a gang violence. Okay. I'm leading that, and I was the only, first of all, I know qualification because this girl is but I was the only black dude to group. There's 4 authors, I'm one of the 4, and I'm the only one engafundanga. The other 3 bonke bane masters, ne doctorate. Yeah. So
shout out.
Yes, very soon.
That's
actually
God at work.
Sure, that is
that's
nature.
God at work.
Yeah.
And then it's a light at the time because all I was doing that's CPFs.
You are one of the CEOs of Iingqondi.
Yeah.
Young
Directors.
That's what we want, nigga. That's what we want. I think up couching Elokshin, Colville and Ushir around Cape Town. We're trying to catch up on Abantu, but yo, my man, we are here. What's up with you? Yeah, but we know you, but tell people at least there's a visual.
Sure.
Yeah, and where you are, yeah, so
and also like I feel like as a macho, there's something you said now, but like niggas not design
yeah.
Like this fast the student assistant it's also to get that bench. And what people don't realize, it happens as much as it boom entertainment, but there's not a lot of opportunities for the youth. But it Cape Town as much as like it DH, I could say a lot of things about it DA, but it DA, I have to give them props in that infrastructure as a is still like A1, ahead of Josie, ahead of everyone. Like facilities, library, Wi-Fi, computers, incwadi.
So which party?
Pool as active.
Which party were not you vote for?
I vote for no party.
Oh.
I kid you not, I vote for no party. Yeah,
but you say
it actually grinds my tits when I was
sure.
Have to buy said I have to move out, I have to leave Cape Town to pursue whatever I want to pursue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grind was my test.
Kaloku, in my belief and what I saw bafethu,
that shit needs to stop.
bakhona abantu whereby funeke baboniswe physically, unfortunately. And if it's a mess of abantu, then unfortunately we're going to do it physically.
But also kulo ithetha itakhulu ndayive point yakho, but also you have to remember each was, whether we like it or not, that's where most of economic activity happens with the entertainment industry. At the end of the day, there's
we can go there back and forth, but you don't have to be based there. I like what the youngster is doing.
Sure. Because I was gonna say, abanye youngster got it right. I feel like Lloyd and Vincent also got it right. But another thing about each house in Durban is that you have to, at the end of the day, you have to be in there, even if Munyaka got 2 years, because the youngster now watched the chose for like a good 2-3 years. Then after Keys as well. Then after Black Slim as well. Black Slim is like he produced on this other show, MTV basis.
And 3 Months Cup, what did you mention?
3 Months Cup as well. So like you kind of have to be there for some time and be like, oh, okay, sure.
And people
this is how the game is, and then come back and do your thing.
Joburg is the LA of South Africa.
Unfortunately, whether we like it or not.
In America, whether you live in New York, working in New York is big, but you
LA,
have to go and stay in LA if you're a musician or an actor. I'll not
standard.
So also here in South Africa, you have to go to Joburg if you're in the entertainment.
Because it's the same with Utira. Utira spent a lot of time in Jozi, and at Durban it's like a 6 hours ride to Jozi. Yeah. So Utira, they're in and out to Joburg.
Yeah, my man, I have no problem with that, but we need that balance.
Sure, big facts.
My man,
big facts.
Jozi is in the middle, right? You Durban, you wing say me.
Sure.
We need what balance now? The biggest cities up in South Africa is Cape Town, Jozi, Durban, right? So another wing needs to stand.
Sure.
As Mike said, if aircraft is a taker off,
I agree.
Shorter Cape Town.
And I think the way to tie the best example of Abanda Benzalo in the killing it rands. Like like I feel like it can't raise a whole is not talking enough about it because the way it's huge. And those motherfuckers don't get any money from a seat. They don't get any money from a provincial. Self-built. Right? Self-built. These niggas should you rock in the days suppose you go omshacho. Go try say or we can do, if 5 M could do, we can do every year. Even on Lloyd didn't get that. And they did a lot with the cast experience.
That's why it's an entertainment hub. For me, it's an entertainment hub.
That's why it starts whereby stop complaining and do shit yourself.
No, they are shir.
That's why it's successful.
Yes, that's my example. Now I'm not complaining. I'm saying it's possible.
Out the cave, one shoot on the phone. Like I'm trying to say, rocket science.
Big facts.
The first time Uzef ndangena kukwabo i-pop filter yakhe yayibanjwe ngamacingo ihangara ine-painting hose. So that is, I'm trying to say is, my niggas, reason being, abantu they have to understand. Reason being, umshayi epha the owner of Rands.
Okay,
because the outie yaye ku-complainer.
Sure.
Yazenzela.
It's powerful.
That's what's happening with us. Thina phela sithi thina mfethu sizama ukuthi hayi man uzef Iingqondi funeka sizeni si-complain. Hayi i-transport alapha ke ngokupoverty.
Big
but
facts.
To carry on.
Aye, big facts. I'm talking next. Big facts. Yeah, so that's where Iingqondi started. Saqala ngo-March senza le way as the open mic. And yeah, it just grew bigger and bigger because be consistent in that. I see informal. Like say if living all guys it's a studio at PV, so yeah. People are okay, sure my kind. So yeah man, we ran the game Salapa every Friday, funding asnayo sazenzela. Bob the artist MG 9 to 5.
So Wanina, you didn't want the funds?
No, we still want. Can you believe Jiba Senzali, we still as a combus fund every month at
the shoulders that you were rubbing with. But it is door for Bamani
Nix.
But also willing
No. Wasasiqala, no one was like, qalani ngisa nika imali. No. Thina sasiqala because we love umculo, we love open mic. We saw change open mic did to me.
So
and everyone else.
JB NGO ayikafumani any funding for bananini ukwazi uyenza more development.
No. Like we'll get a bag panapa.
Alright. But not a bag,
but not a serious operational.
Now this can help a lot of kids.
Nah. But I do want to thank Miss Windy. Miss Windy, Iingqondi Premier. Or Mr. Windy, Premier yet.
Okay.
So she came forward with the PV. My guys did a program called the Elokshin Academy, addressing or healing trauma through music, art and dance. Bakhetha Iingqondi by Elokshin, the music side of things.
Okay.
So that's starting next year. But CNZ launched 2 weeks back with Miss Windy. So I'm grateful to Yembas team and isaya apart from in bhaza yendlu la umuntu ujo ngapha isithawo yabona we young kid nje bona izirafulele I explain the purpose yami, explain the goal yethu isifuna chill. She's like, away, let's do it. So I think that's going to be the first partner ethnic operational budget, because it's an operational budget for 12 months by Siranela program. So shout out to Win.
So for next year?
For next year. Yeah, so that's a major step. But even that, it's like just a little ndonyana ba bonds batali sound, batali stipends. Because Iingqondi also yaqala ngabantu aba5, but now we have a team of 10 of volunteers. Funny enough, cousin Ludovic. Yeah. Ilanduza ka Ludovic, umchana ka Ludovic, uTumileng na is also part of our team. Yeah.
Cousin yakhe.
Le bethetha ngayo kuqala ngifuna ijongo kon cam le bethetha ngayo bayizovaya kwala cala izovaya la
yethu inyanga
yiste ya.
Ingcosi kaTaro. But anyways,
yeah.
Miyazi inenzikayo 10 years later, I would say you have a studio. Yeah, you have a studio. Miyazi in 10 years to come, hopefully, I would love to see you having a studio essentially in your house. Not in your working environment, in your house. I'll put you in prayers because of this is like a big step. Like I remember you having a studio in your room, and then I remember you having a studio particularly outside, and then I'm seeing you having a studio outside your now I got 2 studios. Bro, you have 2 studios. Yeah, so that's why I'm sitting for you. All the best in faith. I'll put you in my prayers in faith. Sure, I agree. And like I said, if there's anything people have to understand.
He's also responsible for the life I chose, right?
Yeah, mixtape life I chose. Mixtape life I chose. It's just that I didn't want to mention me kakhulu mfethu yabo. That's why ngifuna athethe ngezinye artist kakhulu yabo. Like asebenze nazo. Uyangithola mfethu. So any plans for 2023 in terms of music?
Yeah.
And
so 2020, as I said, 2021 been hilisha man.
Okay.
2022 obviously focus being on the studio, Black Flip Studios. 2023 the focus was ZP strictly. So that's why like now I dropped 2 singles. Emma Winning or Pambi. Because I'm coming back.
Pambi is a dope song.
Shout out.
Pambi is dope song.
The one that you did for
la cover art there, and I'm like, oh, this song. I'm telling you, it's a dope song.
Shout out to Zolani Chama. I did a shoot with Zolani Chama for SABC 2. It was next year, January. But I played that song for him and it was like Kupali way. Jama manager got bravo. Yeah.
So on what part did you actually get a chance of working with this guy, DJ Leg?
Nah. Sanibone na once she won from Conk. Sanibone na once kwala cala.
Since we Cape Town,
Ujaniswa, Leg sent us. Do you know Uti was supposed to be on the album ka lecture. Akakho serious Ujaniswa.
Ujaniswa is
Uti.
Take what?
Yeah, Leg sent us a beat. Uphele faka ulidi dukla we.
I got what on I
yeah, got to some tea and Janiswa.
So we'll call you Janice.
Yakhumbula wakhona kula session mangosibethu ubhola ngebudget Red Bull.
Yeah, give session.
Yakhumbula? That's when Umeza.
Oh, now you also have experience no Ottawa.
As my little sister.
Like in terms of music.
As my little sister, I call him Gamma sometimes.
Okay, but
because ngasikhathi yeah umeza ngokudibana no D for the first time. I'm not sure if it was the first time, but definitely a essential relationship with Alex.
Yeah.
That's where like Amaga Janiso came from Opolange budget. I think umeza MTI food.
Janiso?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
any mhlambi njengoba silapha ubukelwe mhlambi there might be anditsho there might be a lady onobukela komama lobhuti he because kaloku you must know the way sabukelwa youth application around nandi mthandile man ngothini so mhlambi umuntu ngoku anga understand xa idibana nawo so we'd like to know izinto ezinjalo any relationship. Is there a special lady? Are you single? What's up?
Yeah, Joe, like plans got 2023. 2023, I'm focusing on ZP. I want to get a house, Joe. I want to get a house next year. I want to get a trans next year. Okay. The reason is tattoos because I believe we go tattoos are ends.
Yeah.
Especially if you believe it. Never follow short, but to follow short so figure. Yeah. They're glad we about me or whatever.
Oh,
so I'm seeing someone.
Okay.
I'm seeing someone currently, and we have plans about one because a relationship with partnership.
Sure, my nigga.
Jola bike so quickly and 19 plans are so we're trying to do that next year. Moving together, get a house, get a car.
Okay. So is ingena kuyo yonke.
So we need each other to marriage.
Yeah, no, I believe in chat. Yeah, no, I believe in marriage.
Yeah, tell Bashir.
That in marriage,
I feel like you need.
We still good.
I feel like you need a limitation, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes as a man, a thing a limitation. So now you beg. Yeah, I only beg at Chisega. Yeah, I'm not going to be too more.
Yeah.
But I call a limitation.
Places where youth can find which places onofumaneka kuzo in terms of entertainment up around Cape Town if like youth yakufuna mhlawumbe where vibe
I'll be honest like I'm indoors, I barely get bookings, but because I'm dropping on music,
so young kids can come up.
Yeah, if you want to see me, actually, you can come up with PV anytime. I'm here Monday to Friday. On social media, man, like born on Bambi. You're trying to set up anything. But next year, 2023, that's what I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do like more shows. Is it ZP? Yeah, ZP launch, more music videos. Just focus on the brand ZP. And shout out to Olanduza. To Iingqondi for giving me support amachita because amachita sabonisa so is the artist ke amachita Iingqondi.
So now Mamela, since we are Durban to catch up fast since we are Durban mfethu now the friends that you made there bafuna uza apa Cape Town which beach would you recommend or would you take your friends around? Clifton in Cape Town.
But because I only say Clifton because if you get Clifton you're gonna see the relevant bitches. You might see a nigga network. But also amusing back was very nice and quiet if you're trying to go private.
So when you say relevant bitches, if I go to Mnandi Beach, I'm gonna see Lamdano things in Dondo mhlamba manqina what you trying to say that
first mnazanda emonwabisi. So I wouldn't know.
I've been through.
Like informal settlements and beachfront.
They see the beach, man. So we're about to end the show. Social network handles. Where can people find you? Like where can they find Uzef?
So Uzelia CP on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, but I'm quite active. TikTok. Email zelazp@gmail. YouTube zelazp. You're going to go zelazp. Zelias ZEALOUS for everything.
And last thing, hey, I'm looking at the view up
Philippine Village.
It's amazing. I'm thinking there's a lot of things that people or young people can benefit from here. but we don't know. Yabo. Ngephi iwe unobetha phana pha abantu benefit okanye into
Ngos kakhulu for that. Yeah, Philippi Village was first registered as a private company, now a non-profit, because they realized they're doing more social impact than they're doing like commercial projects.
I actually had a friend that was sakumlubaza ilapha phakathi okanye was a container that had space sakhe apho nguvuyo Machebe.
Okay.
He's a photographer.
Okay, fine.
But he works for OMS. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, OMS,
shit, yeah. Hire out equipment and music video.
Is it? Yeah, you hire the partner. Yeah, we have a friend that's there. Also, you build in kind of a small relationship with them as well.
Fine.
Yeah, but umjila wane space up. Yeah.
Okay.
So sakumbuka Iingqondi.
Fine.
But like. Omnye abantu wangena njalo ndiyazi benefit apha PV.
Fine.
So that's why.
Sure. Yeah, so like yenza lo way PV, it rents out office spaces to local businesses and also big organizations like uTutu Balapha, Anova, blah blah blah, the library. But also what they realize if they're doing more social impact good, so money level aside field for community they can hire.
Okay,
Koisoka, Palm Track that just got built. I think it built was signed off like a month ago. Koko if aside that you can book out. T Squared always comes with Bola every Friday.
Okay.
Beke skate park every Friday. Go busy Joe.
Mna ndiyakuva nje
kubekho 5 aside, kubekho skate park, kubekho
Anoba msholi sizokwenziwa.
Yeah, sizolungiswa.
Bafethu basitesi end the show Zef, my friend. I hope wonke umuntu ifumene information about uZP. Engineer, he's the best guy in Fethu. There's a lot of information esifumene ngoZP bafethu. As like I say, Rome was not built in one day, Machita. If there's any into engathi, we must understand we are independent. Sifuno zenzela mfethu. Nothing is going to be perfect. As you see by the concept of the show, Couching Elokshin. So please bear with us. One day at a time, but we'll make sure that every episode there's something improvise. So we'll catch you on the next episode.
And people must be careful. They must pronounce ZP Grand because bangafani names and sitting unzev.
Guys, utambu it is Zeb. It says Zeb.
Yeah.
Right now it is some except zofuna uZef and that's Zef, that's uZeb.
We are ending the show but please tell what the next sasa. Shout out to CP, shout out to Cole, shout out to Scott, shout out to every nigga.
Shout out to Cooks, nigga.
Yes, man. Aware. And cut.